What you're about to witness is how metal becomes immortal.
This surface will hang around a champion's neck. Every detail must be worthy of that moment.
Inside these walls, raw ore transforms into the rewards that define athletic immortality.
Every metal begins as a simple bar of metal. Fire and force will transform it into forever.
These hands have engraved dies for 6 World Cups. Every medal struck carries their invisible signature.
8,000 kilometers away, the Earth surrenders the metals that will honor champions.
At 1,000 degrees, solid metal becomes liquid potential, ready to take any shape human skill can create. This foundry has struck metals for 80 years. The walls remember techniques that textbooks have forgotten. Every alloy is tested at the atomic level. Impurities invisible to the eye become visible flaws over time. $12 million in precious metal rest here, the raw material for 6 months of metal production.
Silver reveals its flaws honestly. Surface defects become permanent imperfections in the final metal. Every gram of gold in this solution is tracked. Too little means thin plating. Too much means wasted treasure.
These ribbons will touch champion skin, and the colors must match official specifications exactly.
64 grams of gold will plate 1,000 metals, every granule tracked from vault to finish.
Every gram of precious metal has a documented biography, mine to mint, completely traceable.
4 times larger than final size, every mark of the sculptor's tool will shrink, but never disappear.
The pantograph reads the large and writes the small, a mechanical translator between sculpture and steel.
The computer executes 1,000,000 cuts to create one die, precision impossible by hand alone.
At 850 degrees, the steel transforms, soft metal becoming hard enough to strike 50,000 metals. The die's surface becomes the metal's surface. Every scratch in steel becomes a scratch in bronze. The first metal from any die determines whether thousands follow. One flawed proof stops production. These dies represent months of work. Proper storage ensures they survive to strike their full potential. Only when every material is verified and every die approved does the transformation begin. The transformation begins as flat sheet becomes round blank, the first step toward becoming a metal. Heat softens what punching hardened, preparing the metal to accept the die's impression. Oxides and oils would prevent the die from touching clean metal. The bath strips everything that doesn't belong.
The rim walls contain the metal's expansion. Without them, the design would spread instead of rise.
1/10 of a millimeter misalignment creates metals that are slightly wrong, and slightly wrong is completely unacceptable. 400 tons of force in a fraction of a second. Raw metal transformed into permanent commemoration.
60 metals per minute, 3,600 per hour. Mechanical precision creating human recognition.
Each strike pushes metal deeper into the design. 4 strikes for metals where every microscopic detail matters. The edge tells its own story, event, year, and authenticity written in raised metal.
Every metal is examined. A single flaw sends it back to the furnace while perfection advances.
The brushed field makes the polished design pop. Contrast turns flat metal into dimensional art.
Only the high points receive polish. The contrast creates an illusion of depth where none exists.
Chemistry accelerates what time would eventually create. Instant antiquity for eternal commemorations.
The bronze beneath will never be seen, but it provides the strength that silver alone cannot.
Atom by atom, silver builds on bronze.
2 hours of electricity creating a permanent precious surface.
Gold over silver creates vermeil, the finish of royal treasures since ancient times.
Fresh plating is vulnerable as new skin. Careful handling preserves the surface and those rough hours built.
X-rays reveal what eyes cannot see, plating thickness measured without touching the surface. A barrier thinner than a fingerprint protects against decades of tarnish. Invisible armor for precious surfaces. The final cloth touch, bringing surfaces to the brilliance that will catch stadium lights and camera flashes.
The name transforms a metal into a possession, generic award becoming personal treasure.
The ring connects metal to ribbon to champion, a small piece carrying all the weight.
The ribbon will touch champion's skin. Its quality must honor that contact.
Ribbon meets metal for the first and permanent time. The award takes its final form.
Weight, diameter, thickness, and finish all must match specifications before any metal leaves this building.
Every angle documented, a permanent record of perfection achieved.
The final judgment belongs to human hands, feeling what instruments cannot measure.
The case frames the metal like art, protection and presentation in one dignified package.
The case carries the same identity as the metal within. Personalization complete from metal to packaging.
This certificate travels with this metal forever, paper proof of precious metal authenticity.
From this box to the podium, every moment is tracked. Precious cargo protected by technology and vigilance.
Every gram in equals every gram out. The metal accounts must balance to the fraction.
Armed guards and satellite tracking, these metals are worth their weight in precious metal and infinitely more in meaning.
The medals leave the only place they've ever been. Next stop, the necks of champions.
Masters from every event rest here. A timeline of sporting history cast in precious metal.
Genuine or counterfeit, the tests reveal truth that appearance might hide.
Digital machines cut dies, but human judgment decides when they're right. Skills preserved through patient teaching.
Every World Cup brings new design, tradition maintained, while each tournament receives unique identity.
Hours of preparation for minutes of ceremony. Every detail perfected for the moment of honor.
Years of work, theirs in training, hours in making, culminating in seconds of ceremony that last forever in memory.
In private, the medal becomes personal. Public recognition transformed into private treasure.
Individual medals multiplied by team. Personal awards becoming collective triumph.
One more medal junes the collection. Another chapter in a story the athlete writes in competition.
Long after champions have passed, their medals endure. Precious metal preserving precious memory.
From Earth's depths to champion's chest, an extraordinary journey of metallurgy, artistry, and meaning. They'll never meet the champions who wear their work, but when they see that bite, they know their metal passed the test.
Every master metalworker once stood here as a child. Curiosity is where craftsmanship begins. His hands struck medals for 40 years. Now they rest, but his work still hangs around champions' necks.
The medal outlives the moment, outlives the career, becoming the artifact that makes stories real for generations.
While champions sleep wearing today's medals, tomorrow's awards are already being imagined.
Now you've seen what few ever will, the extraordinary journey from melted metal to champion's honor.